Hi, Aries. This is Genevieve with Belladonna and Moonbeams. How are y'all doing? I'm doing really well. This is the reading for, April 26th through May 2nd, 2021. Whoopsie. And it's my birthday week, even though I kind of do a birthday month, because I'm awesome and should be celebrated. Actually, all of us are awesome and should be celebrated. And I want y'all to know that. If you don't know that, you should be working on saying affirmations to yourselves on the daily to remind yourself of that you are beloved, that you are made in the image of the god or the goddess. And furthermore, you plan this lifetime in the spirit world, the basics, not every little detail. So what you're going through right now is part of the plan that you intended for yourself. Just saying. So when I was shuffling these cards a minute ago, not only did I pull the normal 6, but 2 of them just fell out at me. So you're going to get 8. Okay? Isn't that exciting? So the first card, which I think is you, is the Fool. Now, no, I am not saying you are a fool. The Fool is getting ready to start off on a journey. And if you see his dogs trying to keep him from walking off the cliff. So when you see the Fool, you're getting ready to start doing something new. And this is a warning. This card is saying that you need to stop and plan it better. You don't just need to jump into doing something that you don't know all the details for. However, this is going to lead you to where you want to be in your family life, in your home life, in your personal life. This journey is going to really lead you to a better place. On the flip side, now this is the Ace of Swords, so it's turned upside down. This, I think, is also a warning that this new journey that you're undertaking is going to be like a sword. I don't know if you've noticed, but there's actually an old saying, it's a double-edged sword. See, it's got edges on both sides. So either way can slice like a piece of paper or cellophane or things like that. And what that means in this case is that this journey you're getting ready to start that's going to lead you to this happy home is going to help define you, and it's going to divide your choices. It's going to divide who you are from who you have been being. That's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just recognize that there is going to be some changes taking place in you internally on this. One of the things that I think you've been feeling, turn it over, is you've been feeling left out. Now, you've been feeling like you're an island by yourself. You've been feeling very alone and lonely. Because, see, in the church, there's a church here, only because it's windows, not because it's a church. And there's warmth inside. But these people are blocking themselves off. I don't see that warm building. No. Okay. And so up until now, you've been trying to do it all yourself. That tells me that you need to pull in some people to help you in this journey. Next to that, we get the Hierophant. Turn it over. The Hierophant is all about, he's like the Pope, but he's seeing everything in a box. It's very controlled. It's the status quo. It's not ruffling feathers. Because it's reversed, I think to get to that happy home, that happy life, that happy personal life that you're striving for, you're going to have to ruffle some feathers. You're going to have to step outside your comfort zone. And also, you've got the 9 of Wands. And this card, you're sitting there trying to figure out where you're going from here and make some decisions. And I think it goes back to if you want to feel like you're part of the community, if you're part of what you want to be part of, you have to step outside your boundaries. Step outside your comfort zone. Yeah, it's scary. It's scary for all of us. But you know what? You can start seeing some mega differences. Today, I did a reading for a couple of people. And it was very affirming for me because I feel like my gift is starting, because I think that when I read tarot, it is a gift. It's a gift from spirit. And that as I share this gift, I mean, one of my biggest fears was that nobody was ever going to want to watch me or, and over the last year, it's grown quite a bit. Not as much as I would have liked, because that's how I am. But I do feel like I played a part in helping some people today, and that's the best thing ever. And I think for y'all, you've got to step outside. This was stepping outside my comfort zone for sure. But I think it's time for you to step outside your comfort zone. Now, that's not going to look like it does for me. You're probably not going to have this awesome hair, but you might. I mean, if that is what you want to step outside your comfort zone for. But you're being called upon to step outside your comfort zone too. You've been in the box and it's feeling really confined. I said earlier today that a box can be either a dungeon or a prison. Because when you lift off the lid, are you a prison or are you in a dungeon? Okay, now the two cards that fell out. The first card we get is the Two of Wands. So turn it over. And this says that in the next few weeks, you're going to be taking a trip. Because it was reversed, I don't think that it's a humongous trip. It's not like going to Mexico or Belize, but it might be going to Tulsa. Now, I live an hour and a half from Tulsa. So when I say that, I'm talking about your hour and a half. For example, if you live in Dallas, you might be going to St. Francisville. If you don't know where that is, check it out. It's awesome. Or you might be coming up to Oklahoma City, something like that. But and we also get the Temperance card. So turn it over. So not only, I think that this is saying that when you take this trip, and I do think that this trip is going to be very insightful for you, to be patient and practice your temperance. That means don't go get uber drunk or don't spend too much money. This trip for you is going to be enlightenment. It's going to show you some things that you need to know. Okay, now I'm going to pull a card from the Earth Magic Oracle deck, just one. And the card I get is Fairies, Earth Magic. So Earth Magic for each person is slightly different. Some people might have fairies, some people might have dragons, but some people might just find Earth Magic grounding. But you're being called to get in touch with your version of Earth Magic. That could just be sitting outside under a tree. Tomorrow's the full moon, or actually today's the full moon. So what are you going to do that's going to pull in your magic, pull in the magic from the earth that is calling to you? Also, I'm going to pull a card from the Oracle of the Unicorns. Now, this is for relationships, but I'm not talking necessarily about a new relationship, even though it can be. But what do you need to know in your relationships, whether it's friendships or a romantic relationship or whatever? Trust. Oh, wow. It's set. So you are called upon to have some trust this week. Trust in your friendships or your relationships. And it says, leap into the unknown. And that goes with so much of this. The Fool, starting the new things out. You're being called to start doing something, and you have to trust. And that means somebody may come along and even offer you the opportunity to start something new. Namaste, y'all. If you want to do a private reading, send me a text to 405-512-9400. I am currently scheduling Akashic Readings for the month of May. I am over halfway full, so if you want to get a free reading between May 3rd and June 2nd, you need to send me a text to 405-512-9400. And of course, subscribe to my YouTube channel.